White Foreshadowing, the mystery behind Luffy's awakening. Hello everyone, I'm Yui, the Research Lab Director. Today, I'd like to discuss the relationship between Luffy's awakening and White. Be careful of spoilers as it contains information near the latest episode. Please make sure to watch till the end. 1. Awakening and White. Luffy was discovered to have the ability of human fruit, model NIKA, a devil fruit bearing the name of NIKA, god of the sun. The five elders said that his power would become the most ridiculous ability in the world when he awakens. He turned the ground into rubber to repel attacks, used Kaido in blue dragon form as a rope to jump, run through the air while raising flames, etc. Luffy's fighting style after awakening is as free as if it were a cartoon. There are many things I would like to discuss about human fruit model NIKA, but this time I would like to focus on the relationship between this ability and White. In the episode 1045, Yamato, who witnessed Luffy's awakening, said something like this: "It's really Luffy. His hair and clothes turned white. He looks like a different person." It is hard to tell from the Jump magazine, but it seems that Gear 5th Luffy has turned white completely. I am not the only one who thought that his hair was orange because of his flame-like shape. By the way, ONEPIECE.com once published an interview with Toshinori Fukasawa, the director of the anime version. In the interview, Fukasawa said that the color of Gear 4th has a certain secret, and that he decided the color of the anime version after consulting with Mr. Oda, the author of One Piece. If Mr. Oda was so particular about the color of Gear 4th, then naturally he must have some secret about Luffy's body color turning white in Gear 5th. If we examine the foreshadowing related to White so far, we may be able to get a hint about Luffy's awakening. 2. White Town and Hakun disease. The first place that came to mind as a foreshadowing as White was Trafalgar Law's birthplace, the Kingdom of Frevence. In the Kingdom of Frevence, the white mineral called Hakun is abundantly extracted, and the entire country was pure white like snow country. It was also called White Town because of its fantastic appearance, and it was once a place that people longed to visit. However, Hakun contains poison, and the people of the country developed Hakun disease, all at once due to the accumulated poison caused by heredity. The world government and the royal family, knowing this fact, abandoned the people, and the Kingdom of Frevence was destroyed in the blink of an eye. Incidentally, the mineral Hakun does not exist. It does not seem to be related to NIKA, god of the sun, at the moment, but like Kairoseki, Hakun, a product of fiction, may actually have some mysterious power hidden in it. 3. Valdigo, an island of white clay. Valdigo is an island that used to be the headquarters of the Revolutionary Army. It is also called White Clay Island because the entire island is covered with white soil. The white dust makes it difficult to see from nearby waters, making it a convenient place to hide out. Since it was attacked by the Blackbeard pirates, the headquarters of the Revolutionary Army was moved to Kambaka Kingdom. It is interesting to note that the building in Valdigo used by the Revolutionary Army was somewhat like an ancient ruin. In fact, it is a building that has remained since the Void Century, and it is possible that Joy Boy, NIKA, god of the sun, was staying here at that time. Since Valdigo has already fallen into the hands of the Blackbeard pirates, if there are any hints of the Void Century left, Blackbeard would have found them. 4. Lion of the Moon. The mink tribe can transform into a form called Lion of the Moon on nights with the full moon. The Sulong features a significant increase in fighting ability as well as significant change in appearance. Interestingly, the body of Sulong-eyed mink tribe turns white. Aside from Carrot, whose body is white from the start, the mink tribe, including Inurashi, Nekomamushi, Wanda, Sicilian, and Giovanni, which originally have different body colors, become white all over when they become Sulong-eyed. It is also important to note that their whitened hair swirls like flames. Luffy's hair after awakening was swirled in the same way. The transformation of the mink tribe and Luffy in Gear 5th is actually quite similar. Luffy, who became white with the power of God of the Sun, and the mink tribe, who became white with the power of the Lion of the Moon. The relationship between the sun and the moon may also be meaningful. 5. Lunarian Tribe. Speaking of white hair, we should not forget about the Lunarian tribe. It is said that the white hair, black feathers, and brown skin are the 3 most distinctive external characteristics of the Lunarians. It is also known that the Lunarians have a legend of Joy Boy. If Joy Boy is NIKA, god of the sun, then the Lunarians are also closely related to NIKA, god of the sun. The Lunarians, a pyroconnectic tribe, and NIKA, god of the sun, are connected by the image of fire. There was a time when the Lunarians were called gods, so perhaps the Lunarians are descendants of NIKA, god of the sun. The Lunarians may have inherited their white hair from their ancestor, NIKA, god of the sun. 6. White Boar, the god of the mountains. In Wano country, there was a huge wild boar called a god of the mountains. This is the same boar that attacked the City of Flowers to recover a baby boar and was repelled by Kozuki Oden. Although the size of the boar tends to catch the eye, a god of the mountains is also a white boar. It would be fine if a boar was just white, but the fact that the people of Wano country called the white boar a kind of god gives a bit of foreshadowing. Anyway, in the Void Century, it is presumed that Wano country also had something to do with NIKA, god of the sun. The people of this country have a positive image of white, the symbol of NIKA, god of the sun, and this color may have been associated with their religious beliefs. It would be interesting to know if God of the Mountains was worshipped not because of his huge body, but because of his white fur, the same as that of NIKA, god of the sun. 7. Miyorigiri. In Jaya, at the time of Mont Blanc Nolan's visit, a tree called Miyorigiri was the object of worship. The Miyorigi is a sacred tree in which the souls of Shandia's ancestors from the past several hundred years reside. In fact, it was explained that in this tree, cherished by the Shandia people, is also a white tree. If you think about it deeply, it is strange that the souls of our ancestors only dwell in the past few hundred years. While it would be natural if the souls of all the ancestors of the past generations were dwelling in the tree, why were the souls dwelling in the tree limited to the past few hundred years? It would make sense if this belief was born after the Void Century. In other words, since the belief in the Miyorigi was started to mourn the victims of the Void Century, it can be assumed that the ancestors who can trace back are limited to the past several hundred years. Originally, Shandia are descendants of the ancient city of Chandra, which is said to have been destroyed to protect the poneglyphs. It is not unnatural for them to believe in a tree of the same color as NIKA, god of the sun, since it is certain that they were related to NIKA. That's all for today. There are many other settings related to white. White beard, white dragon, white stream, white dance, etc. But here are some of the settings that seem to be related to NIKA, god of the sun. If you can think of any other settings that connect NIKA, god of the sun, and white, please let us know in the comments section. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. This was brought to you by Yui, the Research Lab Director. See you!